Okay, Erev Tov, everybody. We're now in the summer months, so we do the small shiur after Arvit. We're now mitzvah chaf bet. We learned already that all firstborns of kosher animals have to be sanctified, and does not apply to non-kosher animals except for one, that's the donkey. So mitzvah chaf bet talks about livdot vlad chamor zachar shinolad rishon. We are commanded to redeem a male firstborn donkey. Shneimad v'chol peter chamor tifteh beseh. We redeem the donkey with a lamb. Ve'inyanahu, the description of how to fulfill this, shelokech ha'Yisrael se'echad, that the Israel takes a lamb, the Israel that owns a donkey, v'notno la'kohen bepidyon bechol ha'chamor, and he gives it to the kohen as a redemption for the firstborn donkey. Shehu l'Hashem yibarach, because the firstborn belongs to God. Minatam shekatabnu lemala, for the reason that we wrote above. Vehu baruch hu netano la'kohen, and he awarded that firstborn to be one of the gifts to the kohen. Ulfikach podeu Yisrael bimenu, the Jew redeems it from this person. Ki Hashem yibarach ratza sheyelo pidyon beseh, because God wanted that the redemption be through a lamb. Ve'im en lo seh, if what happens if the Jew does not have a lamb? Podeu bidmeseh, he redeems it with the value of a lamb. Ulfi she'en demei aseyot shavin, and however, since the money or the value of all lambs are of equal value, are not equal value, Amru Rabbotin Zichron Bracha, the rabbi said, Ayin Yafa Besela, a generous person redeems a firstborn with a sela, that's about 4 zuzim, not sure how much that is today. It says over here, silver content weighing 96 grams of barley, so about 14.4 grams of silver. Ra'a Bachatzi Sela, one who is tight-fisted with half a sela, Ubenonit Bishtosha zuzim, and an average would be 3/4 of a sela, which is 3 zuzim. Umizman apidyon ad 30 yom. The allotted time to do the redemption is up to 30 days from birth. Ve'aseh chulin biyad hakohen. And after the redemption, the lamb becomes chulin in the possession of the kohen. Ve'achamor biyad Yisrael. And now the donkey is in possession of the Jew. Mishasheh mitzvah zu. The purpose of this mitzvah, kadesh yizkeru haYehudim leolam haneh she'asa lahem ha'ed b'yitziat Mitzrayim. The Jews forever remember the miracle that Hashem did at Yetziat Mitzrayim, she'harag kol bechorehem, that He killed all the firstborns of Egypt. Hamorim, that because the Egyptians are metaphorically compared to donkeys, as we see in many times in Scripture. Dinah mitzvah, the laws of this mitzvah, kigon shutafut hagoy, what happens if you partner with a goy in the donkey, or mekabel hamor mimenu leitafel bo, or when one accepts a donkey from a non-Jew to take care of it. V'din goy sheifrish petech hamor, or if a non-Jew set aside a firstborn donkey, madino, what is the law of this? V'din chamor she'ada kimin sus. And also, what is the law with regard to a donkey that gave birth to a male firstborn that looks like a horse? V'din lokeach chamor migoy, or someone who bought a donkey from a non-Jew. V'inyan safek im bikra madino, or if there is a doubt whether the mother had previously given birth, meaning is this donkey really the firstborn or not? V'din noten chamor be'atzmo lakohen, and the law of one who gives the firstborn donkey to a kohen. V'yete pratea, and all of these details mevoarim be'masechet bechorot can be found in Masechet Bechorot. V'noege bechol makom u'chol zeman, it applies to every location at all times. Bezecharim u'nekevot Yisraelim, both to men and women of Yisraelim. V'lo bekohanim ulvim, but it does not apply to a kohen or a Levi. Ve'over alea bitel aseh, and one who transgresses this has violated a mitzvah obligation. Let's do one more very short mitzvah. Mitzvah, yeah?
Did you say last week that you can redeem the donkey with a goat?
It doesn't have to be a, yeah, it doesn't have to be a, yes. Yeah, it doesn't. That's right. Mitzvah kavbet, which is the obligation to decapitate a firstborn donkey. La'arov peter chamor im lo ratza liftoto, which if you don't want to redeem the donkey, you have to decapitate it. Shneimar ve'im lo tifteh ba'arafto. If you don't redeem it, then you decapitate it. Inyana, the idea here is shehoreg vlad hamor, the one kills the male firstborn of the donkey. Im lo ratza liftoto, if he doesn't want to redeem it. Ve'gazar Hashem yibarash lo yanebo. This is because Hashem decreed that we should not derive no benefit from this firstborn donkey. Mikevan shelo badau, because he did not redeem it. Even the carcass of the animal can derive benefit from it.
I think you said the Egyptians were compared to donkeys, is that right?
Yeah, in Scripture you have a comparison of donkeys.
Actually, I thought it was the other way around. Jews were because we're stubborn. We'll keep Hashem's law, number one. Number two, because they helped us carry the burdens out of Egypt.
So you're saying the Jews also were considered... The idea of chamor donkey being chomriyut, of materialism, right? Very physical pleasures. That's the idea of the Egyptians being totally immersed in that. because the lashon hamor, it's all physical. It's all weight. It's all everything it does is a physical exertion, right? That's where it comes from. Yeah. All right. So why do we do this? Mishosheh mitzvah zu mashekatu b'pdiah, which is what we wrote with regards to redemption. It serves as a remembrance of what Hashem took us out of Egypt, and He killed all the firstborn Egyptians. Midina mitzvah, the laws of the mitzvah, Mashi Omru, which the Chachamim said, the mitzvah pediah kodemet la'arifa. First, the mitzvah of redemption takes precedence over the mitzvah of decapitation. So meaning it's preferable to redeem the donkey rather than to decapitate it. V'she'asur ba'anai imet kodem pidyon ve'ikaved. The firstborn donkey is also prohibited for benefit if it dies before redemption, and therefore it has to be buried. V'chi mitzvah le'orgo be'kofitz, and that there's a mitzvah to kill it with a cleaver, a very large knife that was used for decapitation. V'lo b'davar acher, nor any other instrument. V'yete pratea mevarim gam ken b'bchorot. You will also find all these details in Masechet Bechorot. V'noheget kemo haptiah, and it's applicable the same parameters with the mitzvah of the previous mitzvah, men and women who are Yisraelim and not a Kohen or Levi. Okay, we'll stop here. B'ezrat Hashem, we'll continue next time.